Buzz, that was utterly terrifying, and I regret having joined you.
Alright, let's just jump right into it. Why the hell did they decide to make a Buzz Lightyear movie? I mean, it would have been fine like nearly a decade ago when he sandwiched it between Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4, which is another movie that didn't need to get made, but that's neither here or there. But that would have been the perfect time to do it. But this movie just felt like a soulless cash grab. Like, nobody needs to know the origin of Buzz Lightyear. We already had Star Command, but apparently Pixar is embarrassed of Star Command for some strange reason. The most pivotal and emotional scene of this movie pretty much happens in the first 20 minutes. It's kind of like Up all over again, but at least Up was engaging enough to continue throughout the whole story. This movie kind of felt meh. Basically, Buzz has to learn to work together with other people while learning the moral story of not judging others and not being so arrogant. I mean, if I were to describe this version of Buzz Lightyear, he would be a company man through and through, stuck on solving the mission. He has to learn to trust his fellow soldiers, and I really enjoyed his dynamic with Hawthorne before she died of old age. Honestly, when it comes down to the controversial scene, it was treated super normal. It's pretty blink and you miss it scene. It's not super controversial or political, so I don't know why everybody freaked out.
I can provide sleep sounds if you like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale calls.
No. White noise is fine.
Very well.
Good night, Socks.
Good night, Buzz.
I really enjoyed the character of Socks. Of all the toys that would be sold in this movie, it would definitely be him. He's adorable, and I really enjoy his dynamic with Buzz. Honestly, if artificial intelligence ever gets that far, I would love to have me as Socks. I think the most emotional scene this movie later on would have been Alicia's death, and when Buzz has that whole existential crisis of why he and Alicia should have been space rangers, and that being a space ranger gave him purpose, something to do to even matter. Buzz blames himself for keeping everyone stranded on the planet for 6 years. Granted, it is kind of his fault. If he wasn't so arrogant, there would have never been a ship crash and the ship would have never malfunctioned. But hey, character has to learn a moral lesson. Buzz's team of ragtag misfits were okay. We have Izzy, who's Alicia's granddaughter. Her whole thing is that she wants to be a space ranger, but she thinks her last name is the thing that she could do to coast on it. And she also has a fear of space, so that's kind of dumb. Taika Waititi's character, Mo, I mean, he was here. They didn't do much with him. There was a thing about a pen. I mean, they pretty much wasted him. And his character lacked confidence. Then there was Darby, the old lady character. She's kind of like your ex-con, old-timer, generic, like, wild grandma. I'm not your grandma. I'm not your average grandma character. I don't know. If you've seen it once, you've seen it twice. Kid Cosmic does this character way better. I don't really care.
R1. Oh! We will never talk. Do your worst.
My plan exactly.
The villain. Alright, let's talk about the villain of the movie. Okay. This might be spoilers, so if you don't want to hear anything, just pop out towards the end. But yeah, honestly, this movie completely forgot that there was a villain, and he barely shows up. He only shows up during certain action scenes, and they use him as padding. So it turns out that Zurg is an older version of Buzz instead of his dad, like in Toy Story 2, which is totally not that far off in the realm of Buzz Lightyear / Toy Story lore. I mean, he's fought evil versions of himself in Toy Story and in Buzz Lightyear Star Command, so it's pretty much on brand. Apparently, this Buzz is from an alternate timeline where instead of going forwards in time through increments, he kind of just got there in a straight shot, and he was about to get court-martialed, but he flew further into the future and found future technology and became Zurg. Honestly, older Buzz is kind of mid. He's the most mid Pixar villain ever. Like, his whole motivation is that he wants to go back in time to prevent the events of the movie from happening so they can complete the mission, because Star Command is basically a space colony. Young Buzz realizes if they were to follow through with that plan, Izzy would never be born, and Alicia would never have the family that she got because of the events that happened. So he has to have a whole existential battle with his older self and team up with the Misfits, and you know, they save the day and all that. And later on, they do an end credit scene where they tease the return of Zurg.
Animation is so hard! People who do this for a living deserve more credit and respect!
Honestly, Star Command, in my opinion, was such a great and vibrant and had a better entourage, and just overall was just better for the Buzz Lightyear property than this movie. This movie is kind of just bland and soulless. I mean, Chris Evans did a good job, but like, he's no Patrick Warburton or Tim Allen. So, This isn't the worst movie I've seen, but I'm not a fan of cash grabs, and this movie was completely unnecessary. I don't rank movies, but if I did, I'd get like 5 out of 10. Honestly. First 20 minutes is all you need, and the only other highlight would be socks. You agree, disagree, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we know the next time we upload, and thanks for watching.